Hello everyone and welcome to this full moon in Taurus happening on the 8th of November. I haven't done many videos lately, moon videos, but I've been really extremely busy, and some of my students and my friends asked me to do it again, so here I am. I'm on the way back from Puglia doing really this work, wanting to share with you the intensity of this moon happening on the 8th of November, which is the moon which ends a corridor of, which is the end of a corridor of eclipses, because we had the solar eclipse in the previous moon and we have lunar eclipse at this time of this moon. So let's talk from the numerological point of view about the energy of this full moon. The moon is happening, as I just said, on the 8th of November. And the number 8 in esoteric numerology is related to the energy of grinding, letting go, destroying the old, and then rebuilding, reconstructing, revisioning everything in our life. And then also the month is 11. 11 is a double one. Number 11 is double wheel. And the first one is related to our personality, and then which is our little wheel. It's the intensity of the little wheel. The personality is associated to our thinking, our emotion, our behavior, and the second one is associated to our soul. So normally 11 is a really doorway, the doorway to a new energy, but also is the conflict happening between the two kind of wheels, you know, the little wheel and the higher wheel, or the soul. So in this deeply intense work of renovation, restructuring, destruction happening, you know, there is all this is happening within us, happening within ourselves, making us face the truth of the energy of our soul. So we may think that we don't want to let go of the past, we don't want to let go what we think it would be right for us, but this lunation is really telling us that the past has to come to an end, the past has to go. We need to trust what's coming, the energy of the future. In many live broadcasts I've done, I always mention this year, I always mention about the fact that we are in year 2022, which I called the activation of the divine man, the activation of the true being. We can only understand what's happening if we understand what's happening in a more wide context, in a more wider view. In a wider context. So what's happening deeply is the fact that 2002 is a 22 year, and number 22 is related to the seed of the divine man. When we talk about planting, seeding the divine man, we are talking about planting the truth of who we are, you know, planting a seed, making a space, creating a space in the soil, to a bed in the soil, to place a little tiny seed of something new to come. And 2022 is really about planting this seed. But 22 is also 4, and 4 in esoteric numerology is considered to be the number associated to harmony through conflicts. So in order to achieve this new beginning, let's say, we need to go through a deeper process. A lot of inner conflict, outer conflict. We have seen this year being very intense, a lot of grinding, a lot of letting go, a lot of challenges, because 4 is really that conflict in order to create something completely new. And then the energy is giving us a new way. You know, in the Aura-Soma system, which is a system that works with color, number 4 is associated to the sunlight bottle, which is yellow over gold. This bottle is associated to the solar plexus, so the possibility to giving us the strength, the courage, the clear vision, the clear sense of self. Letting go the old idea of who we think we are to be able to be who we truly are. And if we add together the single digits of 2022, we have number 6, which is the death, you know, dying to the old in esoteric numerology, the new life, the new beginning, and also in the tarot is associated to the lovers, which means bringing together the male and female aspect within the self, which is the rational aspect with the heart aspect, the feminine, intuitive side. So a lot is really happening, and we're reaching, we are at the end of the year, we are reaching a place at the end of the year where we have this really grinding, facing this big conflict, inner conflict, asking us, the universe is asking us to give up the old way, the old being, the old self. Let's look at it from the astrological point of view. The astrological point of view is the sun is in Taurus, a water sign, a sign associated to death, transformation, ending, so a deep inner process, a process of where we really have to face the deep belief, deep desires in order to really shift into the new way, into the new energy. And then the moon is in Taurus. Taurus is about possession, about attachment, you know, giving us security, something where we feel, where we need to have in order to be able to feel secure, to have a stable life. And these two celestial bodies are creating a square, you know, both a square, creating a T square called in astrology, a square, 90 degrees angle, with Saturn. Saturn represents authority. Saturn is in Aquarius at this point in time. And Saturn is about severity, about authority. It's the time to let go. And Saturn is also associated to number 8. 8, the number of the day of this lunation. So Saturn is the father, the authoritarian father, say you cannot keep going ahead in this way. The time has come where you need to let go the old. And this process won't happen right now. It will take until the end of, especially until the end of the year, but really, truly until the end of March, until Saturn leaves completely the sign Aquarius and enters Pisces to bring a new energy. At the time of this lunation, actually today, Saturn is also squaring Uranus, which is the lightning flash, the lightning bolt, hitting us in a way. And it's very interesting that the degree of the sun and the moon at the time of this lunation is number 16 degrees, which is really, in the Sabian symbol, is talking about a battle between swords and torches. So a battle between the old way of thinking, swords, and the torches, the light within us, asking us to go towards the new. And number 16 is the tower in the tarot pack, and the tower in the tower in the Aura-Soma tarot cards, the old Aura-Soma tarot cards, but also in the tarot cards in general, we do have a lightning bolt hitting the man and the woman, falling down from the tower. The tower is what we have built, what we thought it was right. And then in Aura-Soma, this bottle 16 is the bottle violet over violet, which is really talking about a process of transmutation, and the intensity of the violet is a lilac, which is the intense process of transmutation, of really letting go, and of grief. So grief really is a key word in relation to this moon, because we have to accept, to let go the old values, the old way of thinking. But 16 is also the clear mind, the mind ready to wait for the new energy, for the new beginning to come through, and trusting, to be hit by the lightning ball. And violet is also the color of the joining together of the brain, IQ, intellectual quotient, and the EQ, the emotional quotient, creating the possibility, offering us the possibility of a quantum jump, quantum leap into a way of thinking, entering something completely new for a new transformation. So Saturn is creating pressure. Scorpio is a watery sign. Scorpio is a watery sign. Taurus is an earthly sign, earth sign. So our emotional aspect in relation to the letting go of what the attachment we have to what makes us feel secure, holding on. So the good thing at this time, if you really want to do something for yourself, is to light a candle and then imagine that you are letting go. Even the tears come, if you feel teary, if you feel you don't accept what's happening, because the more you let go, the closer you get to the I am, to the true, real self, the higher self. So light a candle, trust this process of letting go, trust the tear, because the tears are going to clear your consciousness, your deep level of being, and then be open in the tear, in this process of tears. Trust the light that is coming through, and imagine yourself also in a lilac frame, allowing to be burned in a positive way by this transformational light, taking you to a new level. Violet is also the color of that we use when we go through a process of, in funerals, in the extreme action process, is really letting go. So we are letting go the old to be reborn at a new level. And we really need to allow that, because the new seed is coming. We need to trust the process and don't be afraid of what's happening. But again, trust the light and trust that the universe is taking where you are meant to be. Wishing you a wonderful full moon.